Hey guys, so welcome back to the White Sponge live stream. My name is David, and of course, I'm your host for today. So as usual, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's live stream. Okay, proudly sponsored to you by this beard and this goatee. Okay, so what we're going to do today is to continue on with the create username scene. So for that, we'll start with our scene manager here. Okay. Okay, so over here we have displayed or rather we have randomly displayed one of the 4 characters. So next we'll display the words that show enter your username. So I have already added the image here. Okay, so let's go to the image first, which is under multiplayer. Okay, create username. Okay, so we have our image here. Okay, let me just change some settings here. Okay, so that we can use it for pixel art. Okay, so let's get right to it. Okay, so it will be something like this. So I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, duplicate, and let's move it away. Over here. Okay, and I will rename it to word underscore enter your username, and of course we are going to change the sprite that we're using. So yep, enter your username. Okay, reset. Yep, okay, this should do it for now, but of course we have to link it to the scene manager so that we can make it jump. Okay, when the create username interface shows, so enter your username is here, so this will appear next to the character that is randomly displayed. Okay, so out of the 4 characters, or the current 4 characters. Okay, so let's go to our scene manager. Okay, over here. Okay, display the words enter your username. next to the random player character. Okay, make it jump a bit after character has landed on the platform in middle. Okay, so let's go to the top area here. Let's see. Okay, let's create a new region for this. Let's call it multiplayer required. Okay, so we can use region to better organize our code. Oh, hey, welcome back, Mac, and hi there as well, Kronos. Are you guys having a great day? So public game object word enter username. Okay, so let's go back to Unity here. Okay, and let's find our scene, our manager script here. Okay, so we have a new word enter username here, which we will drag and drop this newly created game object here to it. Okay. Oh, hey, glad to hear that. I'm assuming that you have finished all of your homework. Yeah, I'm having a great day as well. Okay, show user. Or username. Okay. Okay, so over here, word show or word enter username dot transform dot position equals to somewhere beside the character. Okay, it was just a lucky guess, I suppose. 2.8. Okay, let me check the growth. Okay. Show you. Oh, create. Yep. Okay, growth scene, so we want to push it up as well. Okay, okay, let's copy this area. Show create. Oops. Create. Oh, what the? Yep. username body. Hey, thanks man. I do wish that I was actually a real wizard so that I can use magic, which is kind of awesome. Hey, high five to that man. High five to that. Okay, make it jump. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is to test what we have just added. So let me just pause the background music. Okay, and okay, let's wait for Unity to start the game for the first time. Okay, so this might take a while. Okay, we are waiting for Unity to sort of wake up. Okay, so this usually happens when we start the game for the first time. Yeah. So apparently it needs to do this when starting the game for the first time. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, sorry, so I should have okay, I should have selected the multiplayer versus, okay, instead of the story mode. Okay, because we are testing the username interface. Okay, so let's go. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we need to increase the delay. Okay, so over here, okay, let's increase it to 0.45. Okay, and let's make sure that our character is somewhere closer to, okay, maybe this we should move it to 0. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I have sort of changed where the platform will appear. Okay, so now it should appear slightly above. Okay, above of where it was. to change something as well, which is the y-axis of the, or rather for the word that says enter your username. So dot x dot y minus 0.5. So the idea is to make it seem that the random character is causing the word to jump up. So there's a flow in the animation. Yep. Okay. So when the character lands on this platform, the words that say enter your username should then jump upwards. Okay, let me test that again. Okay. Okay, what I can change is to 2.8. Okay, let me drop the character from somewhere higher so that the animation is more more obvious, so we can actually see the character dropping, okay, and falling onto the platform. Okay, so here goes nothing. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, that's about what what I expected. Okay, so let's see it again. Okay, so I'm just going to change this value here to be slightly smaller, so around 0.52. So there's a rather, so the animation will look to be smoother as compared to the previous version, or rather, so there's no visible lag. Okay, when the character lands, or rather, there's no visible lag between when the character lands on the platform and when the word jumps up. Yeah. Okay, so in that case, let me move the character slightly to the right. Okay, so once we are done here, we can move on to the next step, okay, which is to detect your keystroke, so that we know what username you have entered. Yeah. Okay, so this is better. Okay, so there's an error here. Okay, so if growth body not equals to now, okay, yep. Okay, so this should so that character that appears, okay, that character that appears next to the word, okay, the words that say enter your username is actually not the character that you will choose to play in multiplayer. Okay, it's just for animation purposes, so that's why it's random. Okay, you will actually choose which character you play after that, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Okay, and because we have changed some of the code, okay, that makes the words jump, okay, we have to do some additional testing here. So let me start the story mode and try to level up. Okay, so this is to make sure that the words that appear for when you level up are not affected by what we have just changed. Nice. Ouch, okay, that hurts. Oh, okay. So we have tested that the words that say select one growth level up, okay, is still jumping. Okay, so we did not affect the existing part of the game. Okay, so what we're going to do next is to check for which key or which alphabet you have typed, so that we can display that alphabet on screen. Okay, for your username. Okay, so let's go to let's see, scene manager. Okay, let me open up the constants file. Okay, which is a file which where I store a lot of numbers and tags. Okay, that are assessed by rather that the game will constantly check for quite frequently. Okay, so for example, I have the mana cost of the special skills here. Okay, so each number represents the cost of using the special skill of each character. So this is just an example. Okay, so for our create username interface, okay, for our create username interface, I'm going to wait, that's my constants here. Okay, I'm going to change this. Alright, I'm going to copy this this small sentence here. Okay, and let's put it in our scene manager, and I'll put it on top of the class here. Okay, and I'm going to change it to multiplayer state. Okay, so the first state is create username equals to 0. Okay, next we have okay, let's see. Okay, the first interface will be the create username interface, and the second will be status view. So what you will see when you have created your username, which is essentially your account. Okay, and let's see, what else do we have? Okay, instead of putting this here, let me cut this away. Okay, and let's put it in the constants file, so that okay, because a lot of the other scripts are referring to this constants file, so I'll just put it here. So that it's accessible to the other scripts. Okay, so what other multiplayer states are there? Okay, what about in-game? Ended game. Oops, we need a comma here. Okay, we actually do need okay, something. Okay, we actually do need to add a new state, which is searching match 2 3. Yeah. Okay, so end game can be 4. Okay, so for now we'll have this 5 different states, okay, of the multiplayer. Okay, so we will start with using the first state, which is the create username state. Okay, so over here, let's create a new sort of variable. Okay, let's call it multiplayer. Oops. Okay, we have to public constants. Okay, so here we have to add in using constants or dot. Okay, using constants. Okay, so public multi or constants dot constants dot multiplayer state. Okay, and we'll just call it multiplayer state. Okay, so by default, by default we'll set it as the first state, which is dot create username. So this is the default state. Okay, set default multiplayer state to creating username. Okay, so next we have to check for any keystrokes. So in the update method here, or maybe we should do it in game manager. Let's do it here. Okay, so that it's not that confusing. Okay, so if multiplayer state is equals to dot create username, okay, so the game will constantly check if we are currently in the state of trying to create a username. Oh, okay, this means that we'll need another state. Okay, let's go back to constants over here. Okay, we need another state here, which is to okay, let's call it creating username. So this is when you have entered your username and you're waiting for the server to sort of create the username and give you a reply saying that good job creating a username, and saying that your account has been created. So while this is happening, okay, we will not read any keystrokes. So that's the difference from this and this. Okay, so let's go back to the scene manager here. So when you are in the create username state, okay, that is to type in your username. Okay, this is where things will get rather, should I say tricky? Yeah. Okay, because we need to check which keystroke you have entered. And that includes the 26 alphabets, and includes both uppercase and lowercase, and includes maybe we'll just accept uppercase characters. And we also need to check for numbers as well. Okay. So before we start doing this, okay, let me just do a quick search on Google to see if there's any smart way of doing this instead of checking for every keystroke. Okay, so Unity C#, check which key was typed. Okay, so it seems like we can use okay, we can use input string. Okay, let me just take a quick look at it. Okay, so this means that we need we need to have a string to sort of store the username that you're trying to enter. So public string entered username. Okay, by default we'll create it, we'll set it as an empty string. Yeah. Okay, update. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just realized that we need to actually set this, rather add a new state here as none, so that we do not do anything related to multiplayer if we do not set it as any of the other states. Okay, excluding none. Okay. So by default, the multiplayer state should be none. Okay. Okay, and only when we enter the, or when we get to the the interface for creating your username, okay, then we will set the state as, okay, entering your username. So multiplayer state equals to dot create username. Okay, set state as to create a new username. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we will set the state as creating a new username, and from here, okay, we'll go to the update method, and again we'll constantly check. So if you are in the state of creating a username, we will then check to see which key you have pressed and display it on screen. Okay, so let's copy this. Okay, so for child C, okay, so we have some syntax error here. Okay, so I think this is for JavaScript. Yeah. For child C in input string. Oh, okay. So C# is for age instead. Okay. So this is for backspace. Okay, so that means we need to check for a backspace. Okay, if user type backspace, else Okay, we also need to add something here, which is a boolean here. Okay, so this I'll call it multiplayer create user name required. Okay, we need to add a boolean here. So if displaying enter username equals to false. Okay, this is to allow us to check, okay, to see if the words that say enter your username is still there. Hey, welcome back, Bluefire. How's your day? Okay, so show create. Okay. So we'll set this as true. Okay, so set as displaying the words that say enter your username as true. Okay, let's go to the update method. So over here, okay, regardless of what you have typed, we need to okay, so that means we can do it below here. So if displaying enter username, okay, we will hide it. Okay, and we'll say that we are no longer displaying it. Okay, so words enter username dot transform dot position equals to new vector 2. Okay, maybe minus 500. So we'll move it away from the screen. Okay, if was displaying the words that says enter your username, okay, hide it and set as not displaying it anymore. Okay, so over here, when the game detects that you are trying to create a username in this stage, okay, and if it detects that you have typed something, and if it detects that the words that say enter your username is still displaying, then we will hide it and we will set it as false, okay, so that it will disappear and what we have typed will appear. So okay, let's test this first. Okay, so now when we get to the create user interface, username interface, okay, and when we press anything on the keyboard, oh shit, okay, oh, okay, oh, okay, so there's a small bug here. So because we have set this state immediately upon showing the create username interface, okay, by pressing enter to go into this interface, okay, it has already hidden the the words that say enter your username immediately. So we need to sort of set a delay for that. Okay. Okay, so for this we'll set a quick delay over here. Okay, wait, then set multiplayer state. Okay, so multiplayer, okay, constants dot multiplayer state mp state. Okay, so oops. Okay, so multiplayer state equals to mp state. Okay, so the reason why I created this method in this manner. Hey, what's up, Speed Crawl Brute? How's your day? Okay, so the reason why I set this, I create this method. Sorry, the reason why I create this method in this manner is so that we can use it for the other states in the near future. So using this method, okay, let's remove this line here, and let's use a coroutine. Okay, so wait, then set multiplayer state. We will give it a small delay of maybe 0.35. Okay, and we will use the create username state. Okay. Yeah, so that should fix that bug. Okay, where the words did not appear. Okay, so let's test this again. Okay, so now when we press enter, yeah, okay, we should still see the words that say enter your username. And now when we press any key, okay, the words should disappear. Okay, so the next step is to display whatever we have typed, okay, on the screen. So let's go to the update method here. Okay, if not, backspace. Okay, so according to this example, substring. Okay, so we have to use a substring to remove the last character in the username. Okay, if you have typed backspace. Hey, what's up, Rolf? Is it alright if I just call you Rolf? By the way, welcome to the live stream. So username or entered username dot substring. Okay, let me just copy this. Okay, entered username. Entered username equals to okay, so if you use backspace, okay, we will remove the last character from the username string. Okay, if not, yeah. Okay, if not, we will append it. So username. Wait, how do I append it? Oh, okay, plus equals. Okay, so plus equals to C. Okay, so over here, under the backspace portion here, okay, we have to check to see if the length of the username that you have entered is less than or equals to 0. Okay, and if that's the case, okay, then we will display the words that say enter your username again. Okay, so if backspace until there are no characters left in the username, okay, so okay, I'm going to change part of the show create username method. So over here, I'm going to create a new method just to display the words that say enter your username. Okay, so display enter your username. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this region here, cut it and paste it here. So same thing for this. Okay, and same thing for this. Okay, and we will create a parameter here for the method, and let's call it if jump. Okay. Okay, so this is just in case we need it to just appear but not jump. Okay, by the way, you might hear some background noise. Okay, because I'm surrounded by other local game studios, so you can think of it as a local game development community. Yeah. So if jump here, so here I'm going to use the method that we have just created. Okay, I just realized that okay, maybe the camera might be blocking some of the codes, so I try to scroll up before typing. So display enter your username. Over here we'll set as true. Okay. Yeah, so let's go back to the update method. Okay, so if you have backspace all the way until there is nothing left in the username that you have entered, okay, then we will display the username again. So let's see, no, okay, so we will just display without making it jump upwards. Okay, show the words that says enter your username again. Okay. Okay, let me just do a quick stretch. Okay. Okay, so okay, and just for testing purposes, okay, we will display the username here. So username is okay plus enter username. Yep. Okay, I'm not sure if you heard the sound of my bone stretching, but yeah. Okay, so just for testing purposes, okay, we will not maximize the screen here, but I will try to maximize the area where you can see the game over here. Okay, so because we need to check what is printed out in the console here. Okay, so if I type, okay, so if I type something here, so for example 1011, okay, so my username is now okay, even though we haven't gotten to the step of displaying it here on the screen or in the interface, okay, we have printed the username out. So currently it's JK1011. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this or okay, let me just type more. Okay, so as you can see, whatever I've typed is showing here. Okay, so now I'm going to test what happens when I backspace. Okay, cannot be negative. Okay, so we have an error. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? Zach Hour12? Is that how someone can pronounce your username? Okay, so there's a bug here where we have to check if the alright, rather if there is anything left in the username for us to backspace or delete. So if it's greater than 0, okay, so if there is still anything left in the username for us to delete. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I will type 3 characters, maybe ASD. Okay, so now when I backspace 3 times, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so the words that says enter your username is not reappearing. So that's a bug. Okay, so I know the reason. Okay, and that is because when we hide it, we have to disable its gravity scale so that it does not fall continuously. So to do that, okay, to do that, I'm going to create a new method just for that, order to show, or sorry, to hide the words that say enter your username. So hey, what's up, Kojaso? How's your day coming along? So here I'm going to create a new method, and let's call it hide enter your username. Okay, so let me copy this method here. Okay, and instead of setting it to 1, we set it to 0. Okay, so after setting it to 0, okay, and we will then move it away from the screen. So minus 500. Yep. So we will now use this method in the in the update method here. Okay, so we can remove this and this as well. Okay. Okay, so back in the update method. Okay, let me just check this method to make sure that okay, we are displaying it correctly. Okay. Okay, so now we just have to test it again. Okay, so let's get to the enter your username interface here. So if I type anything, okay, so I'm going to type 3 characters, and now I'm going to backspace 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Oh damn it, it's still not appearing. Skill is still 0. Oh, okay. So we might have a bug here. Okay, so just for testing purposes, I'm going to print out the username as we press the backspace button. Okay, so entered username is now, okay, plus entered username. Okay, so this is just for testing. Okay, so once again I'm going to press 3 characters. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so the username is now JKL. Okay, now when I press backspace, okay, the username is now JK, and it's now J, and it's now nothing. So if it's nothing, then we should have the words reappearing. Okay, but it's not doing so. Or maybe we should just check for this. Okay. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, so when we go into this interface again, okay, let me press 3 characters as well. So our username is now Yui, YUI. Okay, so what happens when I press backspace? It becomes YU, it becomes Y, and now it's nothing again. So when it's nothing, it's not. Okay, so this is definitely a bug. Or maybe it's because we are not displaying it correctly. Oh, okay, over here. Okay, we should set this as true. So I'm not sure why I did this, but okay, we should move this away and put it here instead. Yeah. Okay, so that was my mistake. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so same thing. Okay, 3 characters, QWE. Okay, and now backspace, which will make it QW. Backspace again. Okay, it's now Q, and it's now nothing. Okay, but it's still not displaying the username. Okay, that's weird. Okay, just for testing, I'm going to print another message here. Okay, so if entered username is nothing now, okay, we will display it. Okay. Yeah. It is supposed to be true. I think I move it, I think I moved the force to the height method. Okay, but wait, let me just test this again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it did go into the block, so it should call the method. So it's true here, and it's false here. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so this means that it should actually call this method, which should put it at above the platform again. Okay, so unless of course, okay, wait a second here. Okay, so unless of course we are constantly changing it, or rather we are constantly hiding it, yeah, which could be the reason. Yes. Okay, I think I know why. So the reason why it's not reappearing is because when we display it here, it actually set it as displaying it as true. So it will enter this block, which will hide it again. So it's constantly hiding it, which is why it wasn't reappearing. So that's why instead of doing this here, okay, so I'm just going to create a new boolean here. So if reappear equals to false, okay, reappear equals to true. Okay, so that should fix our bug. Okay, so when I press 3 characters, okay, it should disappear, and we have 3 characters in our username. Okay, now let me press backspace 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Hey, welcome back, Short Flare. And what's up, Macho Cool Boy? How are you guys? Yes, this is live. So this is not a pre-recording, so hi there. Hey, thanks for the compliment, Short Flare. Maybe it's because I've sort of trimmed my hair short, so my hair is shorter now. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that's cool. So now whenever I type whenever I type anything for the username, okay, the words here will disappear. Okay, and the username itself should appear. Okay, but if I backspace all the way, oops. Oh, okay, yeah. So we have another bug here. Hey, you do realize that in Asia there are a lot of races besides Chinese, right? By the way, I am indeed Singaporean Chinese. Okay, but there are other races in Asia such as Malay, Indian, Japanese, Taiwanese, Thai, yeah, and a lot of other races which I am too lazy to name. Okay, okay, so over here, okay, I'm not sure if that was a typo. Okay, but that's rather funny. You do realize that there are different types of Chinese people, right? Okay, okay, not all Chinese are from China, so you do realize that, right? Or are you not aware of that? Okay, that's rather new. Okay, but it's rather funny as well. Okay, so let's see. If not backspace. Okay, by the way, don't worry about it, Mac, because okay, I'm used to funny comments, okay, like this. Else, okay, so if it's less than 0, okay, if we appear equals to true. Okay, so that sure, if you can, why not? Go ahead. Okay, set if we appear as true so that the words that say hey, sure thing, man, shock flag. Okay, just give me a few minutes to fix this bug. So that was, let's see, enter your username will not height. Hey, what's up, Outer God? Welcome to the White Sponge live stream. Hey, I'm sorry, but I would have to politely refuse that offer from you, macho cool boy. It's fine to like guys if you're a guy, but I'm sorry, but I'm into girls. Sorry about that. Okay. If we appear equals to true, so over here, if the username consists of nothing left. Hey, okay, if you do travel, you might get to understand that there are different accents in the world. So this is one of them. So welcome to the world. And by the way, you do realize that you are on my channel, so yeah, so that is indeed funny. Oh, hey, thanks for pointing that out, Shock Flag. It was meant as a way of connecting things in the physical world to the game itself. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so now when okay, so now when we press backspace on, okay, now when we press backspace, okay, when we have not entered anything in the username, okay, the words that say enter your username will not disappear anymore. So we have fixed that bug. Oh, hey, that's a great idea, Shockfair. Hey, I'm not sure what type of reply to you, or rather, are you looking for? But I'm sure you do have friends, and so do I. By the way, welcome. Paddy is here. JKL 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if you know about this, but okay, when you say black, are you just referring to the color of your skin? Because there are many races on Earth that have black skin, and you cannot just identify someone by the color of his or her skin. And I am from a culture that has exposure to a lot of different cultures, because in Singapore we have a multiracial society. Okay, and in Singapore we even have a day dedicated to racial harmony. It's called the Racial Harmony Day in Singapore. Okay, where we celebrate the harmony and culture of all the multiple races and cultures in Singapore. Hey, what's up, Boogie? 0815. Hey, welcome to the live stream as well, Giga Rocks. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so okay, I have not done this before, but it is with maybe a little bit of regret that I'm going to do this. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so even though his comments were kind of funny to me, but maybe he might be being toxic to some of you, and it might be not fair to everyone else here. So I have banned him from the channel. This is actually in C#, and I'm using Visual Studio with C#. Yep. Yes. To answer your question, Boogie. Okay, it is indeed Visual Studio 2013. So yeah, this is not the latest version. Okay, but yeah, 2013 seems to be fine. So okay, this is what I'm using now. Okay, so this is actually not the default color scheme or color theme that it comes with. You can actually change the color, okay, the color theme yourself over here. Okay, by default it is in blue, which is okay, which consists of white and blue. Okay, so this is the default color theme, but I prefer to look at something that is dark, okay, as it is easier on your eyes. Okay, so okay, this is what I'm using right now. Okay, if not backspace, C. Okay, so before we show some gameplay, okay, I just want to check for user input. Okay, so okay, just for testing purposes, okay, you have entered, okay, using your keyboard. We will just do a quick test, and then we will show some gameplay. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I press Q, W, E, R, T, Y, okay, let's take a look at the console. So Q, W, E, R, T, Y. Okay. So the next step is to display whatever you have typed using your keyboard. Okay, to display them over here on top of the platform. Okay, as part of the creating a new username process. Okay, now let's do a quick run of the game itself. Okay, let me just find the latest version, which is Windows 0.102 alpha. Okay, let me just edit this. Let's make it smaller. Okay, so now I am going to do a quick run, okay, of Stellar Stars. So when you start the game for the first time, yeah, when you start a run, okay, you do actually get to see the starting introduction, story animation. So if you want to skip it, so it is around 3 minutes, okay, and it's it kind of sets up the story for Stellar Stars, and it will help you understand the story and lore, okay, behind the game. Okay, but if you want to skip it, you can press escape. So do you guys want to sit through it now, or do you want to jump right to the gameplay instead? Hey, thanks, man. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed that intro story animation. By the way, the dialogue and the text that you have seen throughout the animation is still a work in progress. If any of you are interested, I can send you the Excel sheet of the dialogue. Okay, so after the intro animation ends, okay, you notice you should have noticed that it changes by moving the two black bars away to go into the hands-on tutorial. Okay, which is actually just a simple guide for you to try the controls. So by doing what it tells you to do, so it's a rather straightforward tutorial. Okay, so besides your basic attack, which you can spam using your X key, or using your Xbox One controller, you can use the X as well, X button. Okay, there are also spells in Stellar Stars, which you can gain by collecting stars. But even though they are more powerful, and they do come with additional effects, but they require mana to use. So after you have defeated enough enemies, of course you will level up, and when you level up you can, okay, let me clear this stage first. Okay, and by the way, all of the stages in Stellar Stars are randomly generated, so this creates a new experience every time you enter a new stage, and it forces you to think on your feet how to tackle this stage. Okay, because every stage is different. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, when you level up, okay, so the core gameplay mechanic of Stellar Stars, okay, is to allow you to level up in direct and interactive ways, such as increasing your running speed, or moving speed, or your jumping ability, or giving you the ability to jump up walls, or maybe increasing your max mana for more spells usage. Okay, these are just 3 of the many ways you can improve your characters. Okay, we have others such as Sinker, which causes you to fall really fast, okay, after you have jumped. Okay, we also have things like Natural Rabbit, which allows you to jump higher. So it's still a constant work in progress, okay, as I'm constantly adding new ways, new fun ways for you to improve your character when you level up. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so now notice that I am running much faster. Okay, and so in every world, after you have cleared the stages, you will get to face off against the boss of the world, and I'm not trying to be sadistic, but each of the bosses are rather tough. Oh shit. Okay, but I've made sure to design the bosses to be extremely overpowered. Okay, and each of the bosses, okay, they come with different attacks or different attack patterns, and they do have the ability to spawn minions. Oh shit. Oh, okay, this is bad. And I'm dead. Okay, so this is why you should get rid of the minions as fast as possible. Yeah, and when you die, yeah, that was the death animation. Okay, which was designed to be in slow-mo, okay, on purpose. So after your defeat, you can either go for a quick restart, or you can go back to the menu. Okay, so besides the first character, okay, there are actually 3 other characters that you can play as. Okay, but only the first character is unlocked right from the beginning. So the other 3 characters, okay, you can unlock them either by defeating the boss or collecting more stars. So each character actually has a special skill, okay, which makes them unique, and of course it requires a lot of mana to use it, and each character has a special characteristic. For example, Beat, who is the first character, has the same amount of health as his mana, so he's kind of a balanced character. Okay, but for Rogue, who is the second character, okay, he has more mana than health, so he is a type of glass cannon. So you could say that the level of difficulty is higher when you play as Rogue, okay, or Asuka, okay, who by default, okay, comes with a really fast running speed. Okay, and Asuka has the ability to counter and reflect projectiles or enemy projectiles. Okay, Ro has the special skill that allows him to stun enemies by shooting out his nose. Okay, and Eating has the ability to become invulnerable, as in he can become invincible for a few seconds, okay, which is his special skill. So when you play as these 4 different characters with their unique special skill and unique characteristic, and when combined with the many ways of leveling up, you get many different combinations and many different ways you can play the game, okay, each time you start a run. Okay, so I can actually show you Okay, so just to show you what the other characters play and feel like. Okay, let me unlock them in Unity. Oh. Okay, if it's unlocked. Yeah. Hey, that's true. Hey, thanks for pointing that out, Mac. Hey, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one, Boogie. Fast feed. Yeah. Okay, so I will change the fast food to fast feed. Okay, and yeah, I will add this change to the update/patch that is coming out later today. Okay, because what I have been doing is that I have been releasing 2 new game patches every week. So it is a way of releasing new features to the game rapidly, and of course getting your feedback as well. Okay, so let's try playing Rogue. Okay, so Rogue has much more mana, okay, than health. Okay, and his special skill allows you to stun enemies, okay, in that area. Okay, so his special skill is an area of effect skill. So as long as you hit a location, and any nearby enemies will be stunned instantly. So just wait for it. Oops. Okay, wait for it. Okay, so I managed to hit only one of them. So you could call it a skill shot, because you do actually need to aim. Okay, so maybe I should do it. Okay, let me restart. Okay. Okay, so you can activate your special skill using your S key or the Y button on your Xbox One controller. Okay. Okay, so notice how I have stunned both of the enemies. So it uses around 3 mana, and it stops the enemy, okay, from moving and from doing anything. So that leaves them open to your attack. Okay, so that's how you can use Rogue's special skill. And because Rogue has a lot of mana, you can spam spells quite often, okay, until you have run out of mana. Okay, let's take a look at the third character, Asuka. So Asuka is I would say that the level of difficulty is even higher as compared to Rogue. Whoa, shit. Okay, so Asuka can run rather fast. So right now I'm just running left and right. Okay, but notice how fast I'm running. Okay, as compared to the other characters. Okay, but Asuka also has limited health, so watch out for that. So you could think of her as a ninja if you want. so and Asuka's special skill is, okay, maybe I should restart this. So if you are doing a speed run, okay, Asuka is your best bet, okay, because of how fast she can run. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Okay, so to show you what Asuka's special skill looks like, okay, let me just defeat the floating enemies first. Okay, so Asuka's special skills is called counter. So notice that I deflected one of the projectiles back to the enemy. Okay, and the reflected projectile damaged the enemy instead. But timing is extremely important. So you have to make sure that you time it correctly. If not, okay, you will get damage. So if you can master Asuka, you can, in theory, deflect all projectiles, okay, back to the enemy, as long as you have the mana to do so. Oh damn it, okay, he ran away. Oh, okay, that was my mistake. Okay. Okay, and lastly we have the most tanky character. So the level of difficulty when playing as Asuka is rather high because you are running really fast and you have low health. So you are trying to be a ninja, okay, getting in skill shots while evading the enemy. Okay, so as for the fourth character, okay, Eating is a rather heavy character. Okay, so he has more health than mana. So think of him as a tanky character. And he is also slightly slower than the rest of the characters. Okay, and his special skill, wait, let me clear this stage first. Okay, level up. Okay, so here we have 3 different character growths for you to choose. So for example, you can learn shortcut, okay, which gives you a chance of 0 delay before your next spell, or you can choose to jump higher. Okay, so let's jump higher. So spells in Stellar Stars, okay, even though they are more powerful than your basic attack, they have a casting delay. So after you use one of them, there's a small red bar that appears on top of your head. So you can't use any attack, okay, until that red bar has disappeared. So that's the casting delay. Okay, so as for Eating's special skill, Just waiting for this guy to go over there. Okay, notice how I am invincible now. Ouch. Okay, but just for a split, maybe for a few seconds. So it's for you to use in crucial situations when you are unable to escape enemies or maybe a boss attack. Okay, nice jumping. Okay, so we are at the boss stage again. So notice how the minions are coming out from the mouth of the boss. So it's as though as he is giving birth to the floating or the green looking ghost. Oh shit. Okay, I'm dead. Oh, okay, not yet. Oh shit. Okay, and I'm dead. Okay, so that's a quick demo of Stellar Stars. So I hope that you have enjoyed that. Hey, welcome Sandok or Loki. Welcome as well, D-Friends. Okay, but okay, our live stream will end here for today, but okay, look forward to the game patch that I'll be releasing for Stellar Stars coming out later today. Okay, so if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at @whitesponge, which is the same username as my TwitchTV username. Okay, so look forward to when I tweet about when the new game patch or update is live later today. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed today's live stream, Mac. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll be starting a crowdfunding campaign for Stellar Stars soon. So if you are interested in it, and do let me know what kind of or what type of perks or rewards that you want. Okay, maybe something that is customized or personalized. Okay, just drop me a tweet about it or send me an email. Okay, yeah, I'll be sharing the draft version of the crowdfunding page as well, so you can take a look at it before it goes live, and if you want, you can give your feedback on how you think it should be, or any sort of suggestions or ideas that you have for it. so it will be yeah, it will be out at the same time as the Steam Greenlight campaign. So look forward to that. And I'm going off for lunch, so I do hope that you have a great day as well, and have a great have an awesome week ahead, and look forward to the next live stream. Okay, see you guys soon, and remember to follow me on Twitter. Cheers.